It's my money and I need it now. Now, yes, I'm not auditioning in any way for the next, what was it called? General something or JG Wentworth, your money, use it when you need it. Stick out your head out the window and yell at somebody about your money. I'm not auditioning for the next commercial. However, it does bring up a really good topic to talk about this week. Money. Subs. Kick streaming. People gifting subs and creators not getting paid. Yours truly, yes, myself, and I'm not really yours truly, I'm just me. I've had a lot of, now when I say a lot, I mean at least a handful of situations where people are gifting subs on Kick, whether I'm live there or offline while we're live somewhere else, or just because. When the gifter gets charged, it could be 1 sub, 5 subs, 10 subs. The most we've had in one shot that this has happened with is 10 subs. They've spent the money. They've been charged on their credit card. They can see it in their bank. And then all of a sudden, this streamer, myself, no alert, no activity feed update, and no deposit in the Stripe account. Usually on subs, when on Kick, when you're gifting subs or receiving subs, I should say, you get an alert, you get a notification, you get your stream gets the alert and everything like that. It shows up on your activity feed immediately, and it'll actually show up in your Stripe account pretty much at least a couple minutes later. It'll say pending, it'll have the amount, the date, whatever, but it'll be there. Now, a couple months back, yes, this is going back a couple months now, had a community member gift 10 subs and nothing happened. I was very confused. I checked my Stripe account while I was live on my phone. Stripe Express app is what they tell us to use. It's what I've been using to track how much we've been making on Kick and making sure things are going okay and when deposits will be paid out, et cetera, and nothing. So that community member felt bad and went to their PC. Now, this was on an in-app, mobile app purchase. Went to their PC, gifted 10. So technically, got charged for 20. I only received 10. Move along. Okay, this happens again. 1 sub doesn't work. Someone gives 5 subs, it works. Someone gives 1 sub, 2 minutes later, it doesn't work. They get charged, we get nothing. Last night, almost pretty much the final straw for me before I did eventually email them myself yesterday. Someone gives 10 subs, announces in the chat that, hey, guess what? Your goal for whatever we were doing last night is now 10 less. I was asking questions because nothing popped up on stream. Even if I'm live on Twitch, we have alert pop-ups for Kick that will go off if someone gifts offline over there while we're live on Twitch, for example. Nothing happened, nothing in my Stripe account. We start questioning things. This is not the first time. This is the 5th time that it happens to me. Now, this is over at least $100 in revenue for me, more than that I have never seen and that people have been charged. And yes, you can guess it, they've never been refunded either. So where's this money going? It brought up a good question of what is happening? Why is it happening? Why is this an issue? So back in September, I had the gifter initially who gifted 10 subs and it never came through. I had him send screenshots of his payments and all that kind of stuff to Kick support staff email. And they asked him for some clarifications, some more screenshots, the order ID from his Apple account, all that stuff, which he provided. I have the chain of emails. I actually sent it to them last night. Now, this is back from September. Remember that. So, here we are. They answer. The last email was, thanks for the information. We've forwarded this to the appropriate team. Rest assured, this will be resolved. This is a known issue with subscriptions at this current time. However, the streamer, don't worry, will see this in his Stripe account so that you don't have to worry. Your money is well spent and the streamer will get his money, his revenue from your gifted subs. That was the last email they ever received. No further contact after that. I never got those subs. I never seen any further deposits. And yes, I would have noticed because I like to keep track of my things. And I would notice that I had in Canadian dollars, nearly $70 worth of subs just added to my Stripe account, especially when I know that we didn't get 10 subs that day, or it would have happened offline on a random day. So fast forward to yesterday, that would be November 26th. We have this happen again. Someone, he spends $70 worth of subs. He sends me the screenshot that he's been charged on his account, on his credit card through Apple. Nothing's coming through. So I email, while I'm live, I email Kick with the chain email of September's issues, plus noting that Saturday someone gifted a sub, it never went through, and he sent me his screenshot, so I added that. Then I added the screenshots from this last night of $70 worth of subs not coming through anywhere, no alert, no notification, no activity feed changes, and no Stripe account additions. And then they finally respond. They ask for a few clarifications from September. So the last email I got says, thanks for the information. We've forwarded this to the team to investigate and find a resolution. Perfect. I'm glad they're actually maybe doing something about it, maybe because I'm the creator emailing them and not just a viewer, as in, hey, I gifted, my money never went anywhere to the streamer, but the streamer emailing them, maybe it's going to do something different. They said last night that this is a known issue with in-app purchases. Why has it been a known issue for months when this is the only way you allow creators to monetize their stream on your platform? I've been very transparent with my community. I've been on Kick since March, and the only reason I'm there is because we get 95% of our subs rather than what Twitch gives us, which is just under 50 after fees, rates, conversions, all that kind of stuff. Now, yes, I do both, and I do Twitch way more because it's a lot more successful for me and my community. But how are you as a creator supposed to encourage people to use a platform where if someone gifts a sub through a mobile app, and yes, everyone will say you should use the browser, you should use a computer. I get it, but not everybody should have to, especially if the option for in-app mobile purchases is there. The only difference is that it costs them a bit more because of the mobile stores taking a cut. The creator gets the same amount, the same percentage. The subs should show up. Why has this been a problem, an issue, a known issue according to Kick staff? Because they said in September it was a known issue. Now they're saying at the end of November it's a known issue. This is 2 months, at least 2 months. Why has this issue not been resolved? Now, last update that I have for you guys with this current situation with me personally is Kick staff asking what my email was for my Stripe account. What does that mean? I don't know. The only thing that I could show that I didn't get the subs was screenshotting the date of the purchase of the subs and my Stripe account for those dates. Nothing on Kick revenue dashboard that indicates I said I should have got 20. You could see the 10. You could see one gifted from somebody else, and then a resub that pops up as well. Only transactions for that date. Now, this was literally 2 months ago. I'm trying to resolve something from 2 months ago that they said was going to be resolved. That's a known issue. And 2 months later, it's still a known issue. So we go to Twitter, of course. We post about the issue. Why? Because Twitter is the place that apparently issues are seen, potentially resolved by Kick staff. They are very active on certain posts. Eddie, Paulie, these other guys that work for Kick and are helpful with certain creators to resolve their issues. No Kick staff has commented as of this time, as far as I know, on my post or any other buddy's post, because there has been a couple made. But there have been multiple posts from people saying this happened to me. This also happened to me. I never got money in my Stripe account. Someone actually gifted 5 subs the other day. It was my first Kick subs and nothing ever came through. One person said 2 months ago, they received 2 gifted subs of 5 each, 2 times. Nothing came through. Nothing showed up on Stripe. And that was 2 months ago. Why are creators not getting paid? Where is this money going? If the viewer, the gifter, the supporter is not being refunded by Kick, where is the money going? Why are creators not getting paid? Now, yes, people who have no issues with this or people who don't even notice these issues will never complain about these things. However, me as a full-time streamer, this is now close to 30 to 40 subs potentially that I'm missing out on that people have paid for. Now, when you do the conversion, let's say 450 a sub roughly, right? When you do the conversion, if you do 3 times 4, that's $120 roughly. Now that's USD. I'm also Canadian. I get paid and it transfers into Canadian money. Okay, so here we are. We're close to $200, guys, that I've never seen. That's a lot of money as a full-time streamer. Trust me, if you're a full-time streamer and you're not making thousands and thousands and thousands upon thousands of subs, you understand how much $200 can be. So I'm a little heated about the situation because it's not the first time. One time happens, no problem. That happened months ago when I simply said, well, send them a screenshot of your bank statement and see what can happen and see if you can get a refund. I don't want the subs if I'm not going out there to get 10 subs worth or anything like that. I just want people to not be robbed of their money. So to this moment, we're not sure what will happen. I'm not sure if there's going to be a resolution. We're having difficulties with Apple Pay subscriptions, missing subscriptions, and all these issues. All they tell me is that you'll get paid sometime end of next week. That is literally, as I'm recording this, the last update. They've asked me to have the gifter from September to contact support so they can look into the issue. So my current gifted subs that I missed out on yesterday, apparently they'll show up sometime next week. I'm a live streamer. Everything happens live. Why is there no alert, no notification, and why does it not show up for a whole week? If you're having major issues with a payment processing as a business online, you remove that payment method completely until it works smoothly. This is money. This could potentially be considered theft to some people because people are paying to give something to someone via your platform and nothing is being given. No one knows that it takes a week or something like that for an alert to pop up because it shouldn't. This is live streaming. Doesn't happen on Twitch, doesn't happen on YouTube, Facebook, Trovo. Why is it happening here? September, the gifter already emailed. Multiple emails. There's a chain of nearly 10 emails back and forth. And now they want him to message them again to try and resolve the issues. This is a real-time podcast. When I record these sessions, it is on the fly, no script, no planned thoughts necessarily, just a topic to talk about. This is absolutely crazy that this is what's happening. And the best part is when you talk to Kick staff, you talk to a different person every time. This is 3 Kick staffs, according to their signatures on their emails, that I've emailed about one situation as of last night. Why am I not dealing with the same person who can follow what's happening so that I don't get these generic emails saying, hey, contact support about this issue? I'm literally talking to them and they're telling me to have somebody else talk to them. Apologies if anybody who's listening to this is very, very pro-Kick. I don't really care what platform anybody is on. If this was happening on Twitch, I would be making a topic about it on Twitch for the podcast. I'd make a post on Twitter about how Twitch is charging people for subs and the creator's not getting them. This has nothing to do with the platform. But unfortunately, it only happens on Kick. So here we are, hundreds of dollars missing, me going out of my way, staying up till 1 a.m, replying to Kick staff, sending them screenshots that I don't even think I need to send, wondering where my money is, wondering where other people's money is. It's a doozy. It's a weird one. And when money's involved, everyone gets tight-cheeked, if you know what I mean. But I'm hoping to get down to the bottom of this. And I'm hoping something can be done to give back the money that has been spent. But I'm not the only streamer that's struggled with this. So there is an unknown amount of users who have gifted subs and they never went through, and the creators have never received anything for it. How much money, how many dollars, how many gifted has this happened to site-wide? Stay tuned, because I'm sure we'll talk about it again at some point. Again, thank you so much for downloading. Thank you so much for listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and watching on YouTube. Again, if you guys want all episodes of the podcast, every single episode is uploaded to YouTube. They do get deleted after a certain amount of days on Spotify and Apple. It's a long time amount of days. It's a couple months once they're uploaded. But regardless, we are now close to 50 episodes. So if you wanted to watch or listen from episode 1 all the way to whatever we're at now when you're listening to this, YouTube is a spot for you. Thank you so much for subscribing over there as well. Really appreciate it, guys. Cheers.